There he goes, quick and powerful, which this man is going down quick as lightning, pertaining to Luke the 10th chapter. Okay, seeing Satan fall as lightning. You know, lightning is a very fast action. You know, you can be standing in a different direction and you can just see the lightning can hit and you barely miss it, man. You won't see it no more. That's how fast the so-called white man is going down when you look at it in the grand scheme of things, okay? When you look at it on the time of Yahawashi, okay? 1,000 years is a day unto him. Okay, 1,000 years on this earth is a day unto the Heavenly Father. Okay, so Esau hasn't even been ruling for a day yet. Okay, that's very short in comparison to everlasting life that what we're going to receive. Okay, go ahead.
And sharper than any two-edged sword.
Sharper than any two-edged sword. So no matter what Esau, no matter what killing instrument Esau makes, this word is a billion times better than that. Okay. Really, I said a billion, but you can't really quantify and put a number to it, right? Okay. You can't really put a number to because that it's like a goddamn, it's like a elephant, it's like an elephant fighting a flea. Okay, there's no comparison. Yeah. Okay, there's literally no comparison. If the flea tries to, the elephant's skin is so hard that the flea even tries to like bite it, it won't even do anything. So that's Esau. Your arms are too short to box with the Yahawashi. Okay. You're just getting beat up, or you getting knocked out the ring. Go ahead.
Piercing even to the dividing asunder of soul and spirit.
Yeah, and that's why you don't have Esau coming up here like that, or wicked men. Okay, yep. they have to actually move from the block. They have to like leave from the presence of the men, or the presence of this word, because this word is so slice, it's gonna cut you up. Well, it's gonna go into it. Go ahead.
And of the joints and marrow.
Continue.
And is a discerner of the heart. And is a discerner of the thoughts and intents of the heart.
Yeah. So it shows you what manner of man you are. Yep. You know, it really actually shows you if you're evil or not. Okay. It rebukes you. It rebukes your wicked ass thoughts. Okay, according to what Jeremiah the 17th chapter about the heart. Yep. It's desperately wicked, man. You might be thinking of something in the scripture. Here, you listen to a video, right? And a brother bring out a scripture, and you get your ass get cut to the heart. Yeah. Now you have one or two things you can do. You can be a demon and be proud and say I got it, or you can change your ways, and that's a good thing. Okay, that's a good thing to be corrected. Well, real quick, get Job 5. I think it might be 13 or 17.
It was like 16 or 17.
16 or 17. Where you at, Job? Yep, right there, 17.
This is Job 5 and 17. Behold, happy is the man whom the Most High correcteth.
See, happy is the man who the Most High correcteth. So you should always be corrected. You should always be getting corrected in this truth. It's never a time where you, okay, you know, I got it. I'm 100% in the truth. I'm 100% in the spirit. No, that's not the case. Because well, then that means you already won the war. You already won the battle. There's no reason to battle.
You don't need Yahawashi.
Yeah. See? Yeah, you didn't need Yahawashi to go on the cross. You can follow the law perfectly. So Yahawashi down on the cross was null and void. Yeah. Because you don't need him. You literally Slakia.
Oh, so you don't need a savior.
You don't need a savior. You can save yourself. Yep. Ultimately. That's your mind frame. Okay, you got it. Okay, go ahead.
Therefore despise not thou the chastening of the Almighty.
Yeah, cause despise not the chastening of the Almighty, man. Because we're getting heavily chastised. And the world is not getting chastised. They're literally able to do whatever the hell they want to do. That's why the wicked prosper. Why do you think the wicked prosper? The wicked will actually conceptualize something in their mind, a plan, a wicked-ass plan. They'll devise evil, and it'll actually come to pass. Jake tried to do something. That shit can be pristine, man. It'd be the best plan ever. Just because your ass is doing it, ain't going to come to naught. It's going to come to naught. It ain't going to go nowhere, man, because those are the curses. But that's actually Yahawashi, you know, holding you back from participating in this world, man. Because that will destroy you. We'll get that, is that it on that?
Yes.
Yeah, that's it on that. Get 1 Corinthians 11. And I believe it's 30, 34, 33, 32. But when we are judged, we are chastened.
Yep.
32.
This is 1 Corinthians 11 and 32. But when we are judged, we are chastened of the Lord, that we should not be condemned with the world.
That we should not be condemned with the world. That chastisement, man. And who is a son that's not chastised by the Lord? Well, you're a bastard.
Right.
Yep.
You don't have a father. You don't have any correct. Because look, when a baby is born, a baby is a bug out. Okay, you're literally stopping the kid from killing itself at all times of the day. It's gonna pick up a quarter. It's gonna eat it. Okay, it's gonna touch. It's gonna put his hand on the stove. It's gonna put his hand in the socket. It's not. It doesn't have any discernment.
Yep.
It's gonna run out on the street. It's not gonna know that, okay, this car is gonna hit me and I'm gonna die. It doesn't understand that. It doesn't understand those things. So the same thing. We don't really understand the severity of the things that we do. So the Lord, he keeps us back from certain things and participating in certain things because that can ultimately destroy us. Go ahead.
This is Baruch 4:28. For as it was your mind to go astray.
Right. See? Woo! As your mind to go astray, man. Because the mind or the heart is desperately wicked, man. Your mind.
Yep.
Now, if you go on according to the mind of Yahawashi, then that's when you're going to go on that straight and narrow. Okay? Go ahead.
Says, for as it was your mind to go astray from the Most High, so being
Well, comfortability. Comfortability will make your mind go astray. You're good. Well, that's why the scriptures say, Jeshurun waxed fat and kicked.
Yep.
Because Jake was living good, man. Jake had it all. They had their vineyard. They had the multiple wives. They had all the children. They had their land. You know, Jake talking shit, just chilling.
Yep.
You know, Jake has, you got to understand, Jake has servants. So you had servants, you had cattle. Oh, go dress me a lamb. You know, do that, do this. You know, Jake just got his feet kicked up.
Yep.
Living fat, well, they call it living fat, man.
Yeah.
You know, living comfortable. Because, you know, when you so-called, you chubby, you know, they call that, oh, yeah, you living good, man. That's like you eating like a noble, like a king.
Yeah.
You ain't got to go and do hard labor and shit.
Yeah.
You know?
All these niggas called rich man belly.
Oh, okay, rich man belly.
Your money good.
Yeah, to get his money good. Gun, you know? And that's ultimately what happened with Jake. Okay, because when the Lord, he was dealing with us, and then Jake started getting comfortable, and then, oh, I don't need the Lord now. I got it now.
Yep.
Oh, I can get. What do you mean? I'm opening up businesses. My business booming. You know, it's jumping like a trap house. You know, Jake, man. Go ahead.
It says, so being returned, seek him 10 times more.
Yeah, so being returned, seek him 10 times more. Okay, so now we're seeking the Lord, the Heavenly Father, 10 times more, as much as that we can possibly in these bodies. You know what I mean? You could be over righteous. That could destroy you, man.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
It's a balance.
It's a balance to everything. And you have to learn that. Right. And you learn that in His truth. The Lord will bring you and put you through certain things just so you can get more experience and balance. You could be going, you can be doing too much in excess, right? It tells you that you got that in the pocket, bro?
Yeah, I got
See,
that.
that's the spirit. Go ahead, brother.
This is Sirach chapter 2, verse 1. My son, if thou come to serve the Lord, prepare thy soul for temptation.
Yeah, prepare your soul for temptation. Well, arm your mind likewise.
Yep.
With the same mind as Yahawashi. Now, do you think Yahawashi, when he came to the earth, do you think that he knew that he was going to catch hell? Yes, he knew that. It was prophesied that he was. So he already was in the mind state, you know. That's why he was so sorrowful. Which when we come into this thing, we now become sorrowful. You know? Go ahead.
Set thy heart aright and constantly endure.
Yeah, set your heart aright and constantly endure. Endure through all the tribulations, trials that you're going to go through, because that's exactly what they are. They're trials and they're tribulations. Okay, on the planet Earth. This is what we're going through. This is how the Most High set it up, okay? He set it up for his people to come down here and catch pure hell and to learn wickedness, man. Yep. Now you be like, man, I don't want to have. You can tell Lord, I don't want to have nothing to do with wickedness. If this is what happens when you become wicked or you sin against me, or if I sin against you, so you be like, hey, man, I want to do whatever the Lord wants. You know, that's the mind frame now that the Heavenly Father is putting us in, because now we have seen what wickedness is, man, and we seen that it kills, it steals, it destroys. It's not good for you. Jake, body in pain. You know, hey, you got a goddamn headache if you drink water. Okay, here it is. You eat food supposed to energize you, and you get super tired. Okay, you probably got cancer. Most brothers probably got cancer. Don't even know it. Got was it plagues unto death, basically. And the Most High is keeping us up. Yep. You know, keeping us lifted up. You know, damn birds running. It look like men.
Yeah.
Go ahead, brother. You gotta actually see shit like this, man. That literally vexes you. You know, that literally. Well, if you're in the right spirit.
Yeah.
If you're not in the right spirit, You're gonna love it. You're gonna love this world, you know. Everything in you is just a party. You know? Go ahead.
Set thy heart aright and constantly endure.
Yeah, set your heart aright and constantly endure. Go ahead.
And make not haste in the time of trouble.
So in the time of trouble, that's when the, and you know what? I teach boxing, right? And I say, look, I don't care what you can do fresh. Everybody can look good fresh. Everybody can look good on the back, but it's really when you start getting tired. That's when that experience kicks in. That's what you are known what manner of man you are. It's when things start getting tough.
Yep.
That's where your integrity kicks in, like Job, right? Well, Satan even said, like, well, you got a hedge around Job. He's doing good. What you mean? Yep. How about you plague his fast? How about you take things from him? And then he gonna curse you. But what Job, even in that lower state, when the battle was really, we were in the heat of the battle. When you're in the heat of the battle,
yep.
Okay, you got the enemy all around you and shit. You could give up, right? You could give up, but then that's really when the battle starts. Go ahead, brother. You got something?
Yeah, 2 Timothy chapter 2, verse 3. Yep. Thou therefore endure hardness as a good soldier of Yahawashi HaMashiach.
Start at the top over there.
Okay, yeah. 2 Timothy chapter 2, start from the top. Thou therefore, my son, be strong in the grace that is in Hamashiach Yahawashi.
Yeah, be strong. And I believe that word, well, the word for strong is kazak. Kazak in the Hebrew, right? And when you go into one of the definitions for the word kazak, means to prevail. Hey, Yarya, can you look that up? Okay. Can you look that up? It's a regular in Google. Okay. The word prevail. It's a heavy definition. So the Lord's telling us, well, we're gonna go into it, man. It's real quick. But go ahead and read that.
Verse 2, and the things that thou hast heard of me among many witnesses, the same commit thou to faithful men.
Yes, the same commit thou to faithful men. You know, men that are worthy to receive this word. You know, not all men are just, not all men, you just don't open up this Bible to all men and give them the breakdowns to all men. All right, because all men are not created equal, so to speak. All men don't have that same spirit on them.
I'll tell you that in the book of Hebrews, the 4th chapter. The gospel is preached to them as well as unto us, but it didn't profit them because it wasn't mixed with faith. So that's a key thing, and it's true. You got to believe, man. That's the number one thing, actually.
Yep. Because that belief, what is that? That's that faith, which that's that shield. And the shield, you can block all them darts. Okay, if Satan, it didn't say you know all the scriptures. It didn't say, well, you know all the breakdowns and you know how to quote every single scripture. It didn't say that. It just said faith, man. Faith as a mustard seed, man. Okay, so that's what it takes to actually endure this truth, is to have faith in Yahweh Shema Shai. That's the most important thing. Okay.
And you also know it's not for everybody, because that's why Yahawashi spoke in parables. You know, so for the ones who could have that spirit of discernment can understand. You know.
God, no, that's beautiful. That's Matthew 13.
Yep.
You know, in Romans 11, Isaiah 6. Yep. Go ahead.
So what are you so-called Christians talking about?
They through, man. Christians, they through. They're not even in the conversation anymore. They already got knocked up the ring. Can you read that?
Yeah, it's the definition for prevail. It says, prove more powerful than opposing forces, be victorious.
Read that again.
It says, prove more powerful than opposing forces.
We have the spirit of Yahawashi, man. That's more powerful than the opposing forces, man. Who are the opposing forces? And there's many opposing forces. It's a spiritual demon, Satan, and he comes in many form and fashions. Well, it tells you that was that Isaiah 54 and 17. No weapon formed against us shall prosper.
Yep.
Okay, so nothing that comes against us is going to actually prevail. We're going to prevail over all those things that we endure into the end. We actually implement and put all those things into action. You know.
Right.
Go ahead.
Right.
Yeah, read that again. Read that.
Yeah.
That was like pretty much the definition, like right there.
It's prevail. It says prove more powerful.
Prove more powerful, but that's the. How is that? The word proof means the what? The test.
Yeah. And
we're going into that in Sirach, the 2nd chapter.
Yep.
Okay. It's the prove, the test, you know, to try. Those are all the same words. So going through those trials and tribulations, and then you making it into the end, that is proof that you are able to prevail, okay, and be stronger than the opposing forces, man. And that's the story of the elect, okay. Well, it tells you. Well, you know what? Let's get real quick. Get Revelation 7, and I believe it's 13. Just real quick.
So Revelations chapter 7 and
Yep.
verse 13. And one of the elders answered, saying unto me, what are these which are arrayed in white robes?
Yep. Go ahead.
And whence came they? And I said unto him, Sir, thou knowest.
And those are speaking about the Israelites, okay? That mixed multitude. Go ahead.
And he said to me, these are they which came out of great tribulation.
See, these are they that came out of great tribulation, that trial and process, man. They were proved that they were stronger than the opposing force through the spirit and power of Yahawashi Shai.
Right.
Okay.
Came in by the blood of the Lamb.
Yep.
Sir.
Yep. Beautiful. They overcame. To overcome, to prevail. It's all the same word.
Yep.
Okay. To conquer. When you go into it, it says to conquer. Okay. Strength. Chazak.
Yep.
So that's a good characteristic or attribute to pray for. You know, ask the Lord, pray for the Lord to send you strength.
Yeah.
You know, because we're weak, man. We ain't strong in this place. Okay, we're weak. Our bodies are weak. You know, we're feeble. You know, we're sheep in the midst of wolves. So we need that strength from Yahawashi Shai, man. Go ahead.
These are they which came out of great tribulation and have washed their robes and made them white in the blood of the Lamb.
Washed their robes and made them white. That purification process. You know, that church without spot. And if you do any washing, well, it's not even talking about washing and drying in a washing machine, but if you do it the ancient way, or you have a washing board and you scrubbing, that's an actual, to get a stain out, that's an actual a violent process when you look at it. If that clothing, our garment could actually speak, it wouldn't want to be washed, man. It wouldn't be like, I'll be cool, man. I got the spot on me, it's cool. Got ketchup and mustard all over, I'm good, I'm cool, man. I don't want to go through that process of getting dipped in soap and water and getting scrubbed, getting beat out, wrung, and then getting washed out, getting looked at again. Oh, now you got to go back in there. So that's what Israel's going through right now. The elect, they're going through that heavy washing process, that great tribulation that we're not even suffering great tribulation right now, man. The heat of the battle is not even begun yet. Okay, the world is going to be changed. The way that you look at the world now is going to be totally changed very soon. That the stage is already being set. So if you're getting weak and you're getting weak and feeble now, man, when Satan really comes in, okay, what's going to happen? You through.
You're gonna fold.
You're gonna fold.
Out the ring.
Yeah. Yeah, you're gonna get knocked out, man.
Yeah, if you're in that mode, you gotta pray for faith and strength, like the brother was going into.
Okay.
You know, ask the Most High to uplift you so you can deal with that evil time that's coming, man.
Gone. Yep.
That's right.
Yep. You can have the spirit of fear on you. You know, you can pray to get all those spirits off of you because they are just spirits. Ultimately, we are going to be saved by the grace of Yahawashi Shai, you know. Yet, you got to make sure you're constantly praying. The scriptures speak about praying without ceasing. Oh, well, real quick, we're done on that. Yeah, get Matthew 26 and 41. If you got it, whoever got it, go ahead, brother.
It say Matthew 26 and 41. Watch and pray that ye enter not into temptation.
See that? Watch and pray that you enter not into temptation. So you're supposed to be watching. You're supposed to be standing upon your watch as commanded. And you're continually supposed to be praying constantly. Okay? Praying in your mind. Praying when you get in the car. Praying when you go home. Praying before you go to sleep. Praying when you wake up. You know? Because this nigga Satan is he's right here. Yeah. Yahawashi right here. Satan's right here too. Right, so you can't. Oh, I got it now. Say he can't get me. I'm good. No, that's when he got you, man. That's a deceptionary tactic.
Yeah.
Okay.
Let your guard down.
You let your guard down. You know.
Like you watch them early celebration videos. They think they won. You know, then something happened to them. And then the person behind them come up and win, man.
Prevail.
They prevail.
You let your guard down.
Yeah. Let your guard down.
You thought you had it. You didn't have it.
I got one of Proverbs.
Or you got the boxer who think he'll put his hands down, like, put his hand, you know, showboating, or make the dude hit me. You're not strong enough, and the dude hit a bow and knock his ass out.
Yep.
You know, you see that all the time. You know, showboating, thinking you got it, thinking you strong.
Yeah.
You know, when all it takes is 9 pounds of pressure to knock somebody out. That's all it takes. So you're an idiot.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's the reason why you got hands, man. You're supposed to block.
Yeah.
At all times.
At all times.
That's the rule, right?
Yep.
Keep your hands up at all times
Yep,
if you're boxing, man.
Yep.
Don't put your hands down. You're gonna get knocked out.
Yeah, you're gonna get knocked out, man. Hey. Well, that's representative of keeping your shield up all the time.
Yep.
Having that shield up of faith all the time, and that praying is that will strengthen it because you can pray for faith. Okay. Well, it tells you that. What is that? What book is that? If any man lack
James, the
wisdom,
first chapter.
Yeah, lack wisdom, which that can go into any attribute that you feel that you need from Yahawashi Shai. Lord, I need strength, or I'm weak, or I have the spirit of fear on me, or I this or that. You know, there's many things. You know, or I need you can strengthen my my charity. You know, you can take demons off of me. Whatever, you know. Satan's always messing with me in my head. You know, I need more faith. I need more strength. You know, I put the spirit of conquering on me.
That's why it tells you to examine yourself, you know, so you can see what do you need, you know, where you lacking, if you're in the spirit, and then that you can pray to the Lord to strengthen you in wherever you may be weaker at, you know, whatever attribute you're lacking, that comes with you, but you wouldn't be able to know that if you're not examining yourself, you know.
Quick precept. This is Proverbs chapter 19 and 20. Hear counsel and receive instruction, that thou mayest be wise in thy latter end. There are many devices in a man's heart, nevertheless the counsel of the Lord that shall stand.
Beautiful. That's right, man.
You know, so the counsel of the Lord is here with his men.
Yep.
You know, and the instructions is we're reading instructions out of the scripture. We have the true understanding of the scriptures. All right, which the scriptures are the instructions on how to receive salvation, or how to overcome this wicked world. All right, and it says there are many devices in a man's heart, so you can't lean upon your own understanding.
Yep.
All right, you have to go to Yahawashi Shai for the want of all things, you know, in the spirit, and that's how you get strengthened. All right, for the latter end, because you're going to need as much faith, and you're going to need as much knowledge, wisdom, and understanding. All right, to be able to withstand in that evil day, you know. Yeah, that was pretty much it.
Precept. This is St. John 14 and 12. It says, Verily, verily, I say unto you, he that believeth on me, the works that I do, shall he do also, and greater works than these shall he do, because I go unto my Father. Verse 13, and whatsoever ye shall ask in my name, that will I do, that the Father may be glorified in the Son. If ye shall ask anything in my name, I will do it. If you love me, keep my commandments.
So if you asking for more faith or you asking for more strength, you gonna get it. The Heavenly Father's literally gonna give it to you. Oh yeah, but we gotta bring that out. We gotta bring that out because there's a certain spirits you gotta be in when you ask those things. You know, you have to actually have the spirit of faith on you. You have to have the spirit of belief that Yahawashi Shai is actually going to do those things. You can't doubt.
Yep.
He that doubteth is damned while he
damned if he eateth.
You know. You know, so there's certain stipulations, so you just can't hold. But that's in the Christian church. I remember literally being in the Christian church. I remember this shit. I remember this. Southern Encanto Southern Baptist Church. The goddamn preacher said, read that script. He said, if you ask the Lord for a Mercedes-Benz, he got to give it to you. And I'm young, and I'm like, that shit never. I remember it to this day. He's like, he got to give it to you. Right. And I'm like, what, really? This shit didn't make no sense to me, you know. But you can see how you can use those scriptures on the left-hand side.
Yep.
Okay. So we're gonna get the proper understanding of that. Go ahead, bring that in, James.
This is James 1 and 5. If any of you lack wisdom, let him ask of the Most High.
Wisdom or any other attribute that you feel that you lack. Which how do you know what you lack? Well, like the brother was saying, you examine yourself. And then if you can get real quick, Sirach 37 also. Sirach 37 and 27. Go ahead.
It says, if any of you lack wisdom, let him ask of the Most High.
Yeah, so you ask of Yahawashi Shai because all things come from Yahawashi Shai. Okay, go ahead.
That giveth to all men liberally.
Liberally, man. Let's look at that word liberally, man. Let's look at that word liberally. We know what it is, but let's look it up. Can we look it up in the blue letter, Baba Kasha? Jake? Go ahead, brother.
And upbraideth not.
Yeah, so he ain't gonna get mad at you because you asking for that. He ain't curse you out.
Damn,
you know, put hell, you put hell,
Give you something, man.
Yeah, just give you know.
Oh, Sirach the 2nd chapter. It says, who has he despised that called upon
his
name?
God.
Now, if you ask for a Mercedes, he might get mad at you. You know? Hey, man, I want the spaceship Mercedes.
Yeah.
The new BMW. I want the Range Rover.
Yeah,
Nigga, the fuck? What you gonna do with that, man? You're supposed to ask for spiritual things.
Right.
Now, sometimes you can ask for carnal things. Say you're going through a certain situation, then you can call upon the Heavenly Father. You know, Babu Shah. You know, get me through this situation. You know.
Gone. Yep.
Yeah, it says when you pray, don't use vain repetition like the heathen do. You know, be spiritual, pretty much, man.
Be spiritual, man.
Use discernment, you know, because some things are not expedient.
Okay.
All right, you might have a Honda. Why you need a Mercedes for? You still get to point A, point B.
There you go. There you go.
You know, so when you got to come correct when you go to Yahawashi Shai and ask him for things.
God, you got to come in. You got to be in the correct spirit.
Mm-hmm.
Because you can do certain things, but it's really the intent behind what you do, which justifies you being wicked or righteous, man. You know, it's the spirit that you're in. We have that definition.
Yeah, Jake might.
Satan bugging out. No worries. No problem.
1 and 5. Liberally. Yeah.
It's all good. Go ahead, brother. What was the word?
Strong's G574. Haplos says simply, openly, frankly, sincerely.
Woo! Woo!
Yeah.
Sincerely, man.
Sincerely.
Lord gonna do it, man. And he gonna do it openly too.
Yeah.
He gonna make it. You're gonna be like, damn, he really did it. And then what does that do? That should strengthen your faith.
Yep.
Because you act. Yeah, that's a faith booster. But before you get that, the Lord, he gonna try your ass, man. You just saying just call on him. He's gonna give it to you. That's in the kingdom of heaven, man.
Yep.
Before you even think about it, the Lord gonna give it to you. But right now, the Lord is proving you as we go back into Sirach, the 2nd chapter. Yep. The Lord is gonna prove you and try. Wisdom is gonna try you. You know. That was it on that. Read that again.
Yes, James 1 and 5. If any of you lack wisdom, let him ask of the Most High, that giveth to all men liberally,
openly, frankly, sincerely. Go ahead.
And upbraideth not.
Yeah, he ain't gonna get mad at you. He ain't gonna be cursing you out, putting hell upon you. Oh, I'm gonna put hell upon him because he asked me for wisdom.
Yeah.
I know that. Why would he do that?
Yeah.
You know, well, the scriptures say that the Most High is not unrighteous to forget your works and labor of love.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? So he loves you doing this. This is an actual good work. So he's not gonna punish you for a good work. Okay? If you're doing good things, you're gonna receive good things.
It also says the Most High delights in those that dwell with wisdom. So why he gonna get mad at you for asking for something that he likes? You know?
Yeah.
He's gonna take pleasure in you gaining wisdom, knowledge, and understanding, but he's gonna get mad at you for asking for it. You know, it don't make sense, man. The Most High wants you to do the things that please him.
Yeah, exactly.
So if you ask, the perfect example is Solomon. What did Solomon ask for? He asked him for wisdom, knowledge, and understanding to judge these people, man. He didn't get mad at him. Oh, you don't want no women.
He gave it to him.
You don't want gold. You want wisdom. You know, the Most High ain't like that, man.
God, yeah. Yeah, the Most High is totally righteous, man. Everything he does is righteous. We finished with you done? It's a little bit more.
And it shall be given to him. Verse 6.
Yep. And it shall be given to him. Right? Go ahead.
Verse 6. But let him ask in faith.
But let him ask in faith. No, that's the first. That's the only stipulation, really. That's the only stipulation is to ask in faith, man. To ask like the Lord is gonna actually give it to you. And to wait upon the Lord whenever He gives it to you.
Yep.
The Lord, you see. He might be bringing you through. See, the trial that you actually go through will actually give you what you ask for.
Yeah.
So you can't be. That's why it says not to despise the chastening of the Lord, because that's an actual teaching principle, man. So you can actually gain whatever you wanted through that. Say you wanted strength, you know, the Lord bring you all the way down low, then He'll build your ass back up, and then at the end you like, oh damn, the Lord He gave me strength. That's how it was manifested, man.
That's why it says what? Make not haste in the time of trouble, like you're saying. Hey, that whole phase that you're going through is to get you exactly where you asked for, really even better. You know, because the Lord gonna do His work, man. You know,
Patience makes perfection.
Yeah, that's right. That's right.
Oh, what scriptures say, let patience have its perfect work.
Woo!
Yep.
That's the one. That's the one. It's perfect work, man. Just chill out, man.
Yeah.
You know, chill out. Let Yahawashi Shai do his thing. You know, and have faith. He wants you to have faith in him that He's going to do all these things, and then that's going to strengthen you. Then you're able to strengthen your brother, like Yahawashi told Peter. Okay,
That's right.
Go ahead. Read 6 again.
Yeah. This is James 1 and 6. It says, but let him ask in faith, nothing wavering.
Not wavering, not being double-minded. You know? Go ahead.
For he that wavereth is like a wave of the sea, driven with the wind and tossed.
Just all over the place, man. Literally all over the place.
Oh, I might get it, I might not.
Yeah,
You know?
doubt it.
Oh, let me ask again. Oh, no, I ain't gonna ask again. He probably ain't gonna give it to me.
Yep.
You know?
Lukewarm. You know?
Yep.
That's the spirit of a woman.
Yeah.
Yeah, faithless, effeminate.
Yeah.
Faithless, basically.
That's what it is.
And you know, I ain't gonna ask for nothing no more. Fuck it. You know? Get in that spirit. You know, Jake get in that spirit. Fuck, you don't deal with me. Pouting and shit. That's Jake's spirit, you know? Yeah, acting like a baby. I ain't asking for nothing no more. I'm just gonna do it on my own. I got it. You know?
Try it, X.
Is there more on that? Yeah.
It says, verse 7, for let not that man think that he shall receive anything of the Lord.
You ain't gonna receive shit, man.
Yeah.
You ain't gonna receive nothing from Yahawashi Shai in that mind frame. Okay, you gotta maintain your faith. You gotta act in faith. Okay, you gotta act in confidence. With faith, man. You act within confidence the Lord's gonna give it to you. Yet at the same time you're doing all the necessary things for the Lord to actually give them to you. You ain't being a demon.
Yep.
You ain't asking for shit, but then you a demon on the side. Like the Lord don't see. That's crazy. The Lord literally sees everything, and you're a demon. And then you expect the Lord to give you something, and then when you don't get it, then you want to curse the Lord. That's what men do, man, because they lose their patience when the whole time they wicked as hell. Go ahead. Is that it on that?
Yes.
Yeah, that's pretty much it.
Yeah.
Sirach, get the Sirach.